Hello everyone and welcome. This is Super Evolution. Enjoy. We start off with chapter 13 seeing Ming He and the beast. The beast that is under the track tries to bite Ming He, but he quickly dodges the bite and then stomps on the beast's neck. The beast starts to smile while Ming He is about to throw a punch at it, and he says to himself that the beast could form a bone spike behind its neck, and the composition of those monsters is ridiculous. Ming He lands the punch on the beast, but it doesn't matter because in the end he still got surrounded. Both of the beasts are now attacking Ming He, but he blocks one with his hand and dodges the other. He then throws punches at the beast, but he gets attacked and manages to get sliced by one. One of the beasts goes for the front while the other goes for the back, but Ming He clenches his fist and throws an uppercut to the front beast and then throws an elbow to the beast in the back. Ming He knocks out one of the beasts and now has one left to deal with. Ming He and the beast start to clash, but Ming He has the upper hand and knocks the beast back. Unfortunately, the beast manages to block the attack from Ming He, and he smiles at that fact. Ming He is getting ready to trade blows with the beast again, but the roller coaster starts to move. The beast, still smiling towards Ming He, ends up getting smacked by the coaster, but Ming He was smart enough to get under the track. We then get a flashback to the control room, and Ming He talks to himself about how they're still connected to the electricity, so he decides to eliminate the rest of the monsters there. We now go back to Ming He as he hangs on the track while he says that he will either break his legs or he will die if he ends up falling. The beast that was knocked out is now hanging just like Ming He on the tracks. The beast now starts to attack Ming He while they are both hanging, but the beast misses the attack and hits in between Ming He's hand. The beast then tries to launch itself at Ming He with a slice attack from both sides, but Ming He catches both of them. They both start to fall, and Ming He says that the beast is just a parasite living off of Dr. Zhao, so if the beast dies, then Dr. Zhao will lose a part of himself. He said that regardless of who falls, they will both die, but that's the whole point for the beast, so either way, it's still in the beast's victory. Ming He then gets on top of the beast's torso and says that if someone becomes the cushion, the result will be different. The beast then cries while Ming He is still on top of the beast. They both hit the ground, but we see Ming He is fine since he used the beast as the cushion. Ming He said that this is what the beast gets and also called it an arrogant bastard. We see Ming He now washing his hands, but then we see Sister Lan talking on the phone with Ming He. She asked Ming He why he didn't answer any of her calls and also asked if he was alright. Ming He then said that his phone was muted. Sister Lan tells Ming He that the building that he mentioned is now under the control of the officials, and they also eradicated the monsters they discovered inside, but they didn't see Dr. Zhao or Ming He. Ming He then says that he is at an amusement park, while also saying that Dr. Zhao planned the entire pollution incident and planned to pour the blood serum into the water supply, which it would completely contaminate Lanyang City sewer system. Sister Lan then asked how could Dr. Zhao do such a thing. Ming He told Sister Lan that he stole the blood serum that could cause mutations and also said that both the antibodies and the mutation source should be in the organism's blood serum. Sister Lan then said that the experts can extract the antibodies from the blood serum and the polluted southern suburb will then return to normal. She said that the blood is very important and then asked if Ming He was still at the amusement park. She told Ming He that she would call the officials so they could send people over there to go pick him up. Ming He told Sister Lan to tell them to meet him at the southern tower instead since Dr. Zhao is chasing him, so he wouldn't be able to stay in one place. Ming He told Sister Lan that the doctors mutated, so they will need to send over experts or Dr. Zhao will kill everyone, so Sister Lan said that she will. We then see a shadow that is watching Ming He, and it turns out to be Dr. Zhao, and expected him to come there. Ming He noticed Dr. Zhao with shock. Dr. Zhao then said hi to Ming He as he stopped. Dr. Zhao then tells Ming He to look up, and when he does, he hears voices asking Ming He to save them. Dr. Zhao tells Ming He that he bumped into them when he was on his way there, and he wanted to kill them at first, but he kept them alive after he found out that they knew Ming He. We see the group Ming He was with before he left to go find Dr. Zhao. Wang then screams that the target is Ming He and not them, so they are innocent, and then Lu said that he doesn't want to die yet. Lin cries out to Ming He, telling him that he isn't strong enough to fight him since he is a general rank monster. Minky thinks about what to do since he knows that he isn't strong enough to defeat Dr. Zhao. Minky says that he could forget about the others, but he can't leave Lin. So he thinks of stalling and wants to wait till the officials arrive so everyone could survive. Dr. Zhao asks Minky who he cares about among his classmates, and maybe it's his girlfriend, but then said that he doesn't even need to guess. We then see Lin, and the doctor thinks it's the one who told Minky to run. Lin starts to blush and then says that they aren't dating, but they are classmates that are just looking out for one another. Dr. Zhao asks Minky if she is really just a classmate and if it's worth risking his life for her. Minky told Dr. Zhao that he wouldn't understand since there is a difference between people and bastards. Dr. Zhao asked Minky if he was calling him a bastard, which Minky then ignores and then said that everything that Dr. Zhao said while they were underground was a bunch of rubbish and he ended up finding everything he said funny. Minky told the doctor that humanity gave life to the lonely universe and the universe evolved which made life. Dr. Zhao asked Minky how humanity is evolving while laughing. Minky said that the civilization is constantly evolving, which includes humanity, and that's why they now have superhumans. Dr. Zhao, still thinking that he is right, said that superhumans are just viruses that could defend themselves. He said that some of the viruses are more difficult to eradicate than others since they can evolve and grow stronger. Ming He looks at Dr. Zhao with confusion and then said that they both insist on their own opinions, and they can't prove which one is right, so the simple way to resolve this is whoever is stronger. Ming He says that he represents humanity and the superhumans and starts to question what Dr. Zhao represents, and then says that the universe's supreme power, which will annihilate humanity. Ming He says that if Dr. Zhao can defeat him, he will give him the blood plasma to him. Dr. Zhao then said that Ming He doesn't know his place. Ming He tells Dr. Zhao that if he can't even defeat a student that wasn't even accepted into the Superhuman Institute, then he needs to stop brainwashing himself with his ridiculous beliefs. Ming He then calls Dr. Zhao a loser and a bastard, and he is trash. Dr. Zhao asked if Ming He needed to make things so troublesome, and says that if he doesn't hand over the blood, he's going to kill all 4 of his classmates. Ming He says to Dr. Zhao to kill them since they are all students of the Superhuman Institute in the first place. Upon their induction, they vow their lives to protect the nation, city, and citizens at all costs, so it's worth them exchanging their lives for the safety of everyone in Liang City. Dr. Zhao says that he will kill them right now, so he breaks off a bone that comes out of his arm and throws it. The bone ends up hitting Sweat, and he starts to scream with tears in his eyes while asking why it was him. Which, I gotta be honest, he kinda deserves it for making fun of Ming He the whole entire time, so this is just payback, pretty much. Ming He starts to run away while Dr. Zhao says that he will aim for his classmate's pretty face. Dr. Zhao misses, but Ming He is now full on sprinting, which angers Dr. Zhao, and tells Ming He if he runs again, he will pierce holes throughout their bodies. Ming He is still running while the others call out asking for help, and for Ming He not to go. Dr. Zhao thinks to himself that catching Ming He will be a pain once he puts his mind to it, but then he thinks that it would be a waste of time, so he should at least take this opportunity to destroy him and get his revenge. Dr. Zhao says to Ming He that he got a deal while throwing a bone in front of him, so Ming He stops running and turns around. Dr. Zhao slams the ground with his hand and told Ming He that he will fight, but it will be pointless if he's just going to keep running around in circles. Dr. Zhao creates an area for them to fight in and tells Ming He that he will take one of his classmates' lives every time he goes out of bounds. Ming He then agrees. Dr. Zhao said that if Ming He could beat him, then naturally he could save his classmates. Dr. Zhao pulls out another bone from his body while he says that Ming He will become a hero who saves the entire city, but unfortunately, he is so weak. Dr. Zhao apparently heard that Ming He ended up hospitalized because he didn't pass the Superhuman Institute exam and chose to attempt suicide, which is false since we know the truth, let's be for real. Dr. Zhao says that it was just a coincidence that he did his surgery while throwing his weapon at Ming He, and then he says that he is just a nameless failure who couldn't pass the entrance exam. Ming He dodges the bone needle while Dr. Zhao is still talking shit about him. Dr. Zhao throws more spikes at Ming He, but he jumps back. Dr. Zhao told Ming He that no one came to visit him when he was at the hospital, and also tells him that he lived a very depressing life. Ming He trying to dodge everything while Dr. Zhao is still talking the maddest of shit. Lin tells Ming He to run away as Ming He is dodging Dr. Zhao. Ming He gets sliced by Dr. Zhao, and then Lin says to Ming He needs to just go. Dr. Zhao tells Ming He that he should have just died on the operating table a year ago. Dr. Zhao licks his bladed hand while saying to Ming He that even after he woken up, he can't change a thing. Ming He, next to the spikes on the floor, thinks of what will happen if he steps out of bounds. Dr. Zhao charges at Ming He and thinks of him as being a bug in this insignificant world, so he tells Ming He to just die. Ming He waves his hand and slushes blood in Dr. Zhao's eyes. Ming He leaps away while Dr. Zhao calls him a rat. Ming He's hands start to glow while he launches towards Dr. Zhao, and he starts saying that he is disgusted by him and he is the one that is living a filthy and depressing life. Ming He lands a hit on Dr. Zhao while saying that the strongest medium is his own blood, as he calls it the Blood Fiend Fist. The others start to call Ming He awesome and to kill the monster. Dr. Zhao ended up getting punched towards his own spikes. Shui asked if Ming He could save them first, since he is running out of blood. Wang speaks up, calling Shui a pussy, since Ming He is the one who's bleeding way more than they are. Lin asked Ming He to take care of himself first since he's bleeding quite a lot. Dr. Zhao is tired of hearing them talk, so once he takes care of Ming He will end up killing them, which made them all shut up. Dr. Zhao asked Ming He if his superpower was in his fist, and then he gets decked in the face by Ming He, but the doctor just said that it was a strong punch while saying it's useless against him though. Dr. Zhao remembers that Ming He killed a demon rat with his blazing punch near the bridge of the hospital. Ming He, not wasting any time, starts to throw multiple punches at Dr. Zhao, which pushes him back a little. Dr. Zhao thinks of Ming He's power and calls it interesting, but once again, Dr. Zhao isn't affected by the punches. Lu asks Wang if Ming He's superpower was a white dust rank and if it had something to do with having luck. Wang said that she doesn't know, but at the very moment, Ming He is stronger than all of them. Wang then screams to Ming He that he got this and to kill that monster. Dr. Zhao walks towards Ming He and stands in front of him with a smile on his face while he says that he is above a lord rank and that he isn't like those cockroaches and maggots that he killed. Dr. Zhao then says that Ming He's blue spirit rank power won't be able to kill him. Dr. Zhao asks Ming He how does it feel to be played with and controlled and asks if it feels good. Dr. Zhao fawning over himself as he says that the weak should stay weak and they can't compare against his perfect body. Dr. Zhao tells Ming He that he's not the only one with a fist. Ming He and Dr. Zhao both throw a punch and their fists collide, which pushes Ming He back. Dr. Zhao then rushes towards Ming He and he starts to throw punches at him, but Ming He dodges and blocks the punches. Ming He noticed that the doctor has gotten faster since he turned his hand into a fist. Dr. Zhao comes out of the smoke and attacks Ming He with a punch to his chest, which sends him flying in the air, but Ming He blocked it. Dr. Zhao isn't done, and so he starts to shoot his bone needles, but luckily none of them hit Ming He. Dr. Zhao almost forgot that Ming He has the power of luck, which saved his life, since if one of those needles hit him, he would have been dead. Dr. Zhao then takes out a bone needle from his arm and aims it at his classmates. Ming He asks the doctor what is he doing since they had a deal, but Dr. Zhao says that Ming He didn't notice that he was already out of bounds. Dr. Zhao then throws the needle at one of the classmates as they beg to spare them. Lin was the one who got hit, and it was right in the chest, which made her faint. Ming He calls Dr. Zhao a bastard and then screams. Dr. Zhao tells Ming He not to be uptight, since as long as she doesn't take out the needle, she won't die for now. But if she doesn't get treatment within 5 minutes, she will end up dead. Ming He then goes up to the bone needles that are on the floor and cuts his own hand with them while breaking them. Ming He then says before 5 minutes are up, he's going to kill Dr. Zhao. Ming He and Dr. Zhao start to rush at each other, and the doctor thinks that Ming He's power is only a blue spirit rank, so this will be his limit even if he did use all of his blood that he has. Ming He lands punches on Dr. Zhao, but he also lands punches on Ming He. Dr. Zhao thinks that he doesn't need to fight back since Ming He will die from blood loss, And he also says that Ming He will be humiliated right now as he gives it his all. Dr. Zhao says that Ming He looks pitiful just as he was when he was in the hospital. Dr. Zhao still thinks that Ming He tried to commit suicide and says that the doctors like him hate saving people who try to kill themselves. Dr. Zhao asks Ming He if he can't even be successful in killing himself, then what's the point of living? Ming He still blocking and throwing punches while the doctor still tries to ask him about his efforts. Dr. Zhao is smiling with a crazy looking face, and he still is talking shit to Ming He, calling him weak and pathetic. The doctor asked if Ming He knows what trouble he caused for his sister, and also said that Ming He's sister gave up her dignity for him and begged Dr. Zhao not to remove him from the hospital. Ming He's sister had to work hard and did whatever she can to make money to pay for his medical bills. Dr. Zhao now is wanting to finish the fight so Ming He won't be a burden to anyone else. Dr. Zhao launches himself into the air while calling Ming He insignificant. Dr. Zhao slams the ground with a Colossus hammer smash and then looks up noticing Ming He isn't there, but instead he is out of bounds again, which means that someone else dies since he lives. Ming He starts to explain that he never tried to kill himself and says that he values his own life more than others. Dr. Zhao tells Ming He that it doesn't matter since he caused the death of one of his classmates. Ming He tells the doctor that it isn't him that no one cares about, but it's the doctor. Ming He then explains that his sister gave up her dignity and begged him because she cares about family. He even tells him about Nurse Song not leaving him behind even though he was in a coma for a whole year. Ming He also said that he won't abandon his classmates because Lin was the one who helped collect donations from his whole class. Isn't Lin just like the nicest? Like, I swear. Dr. Zhao then says it doesn't matter since she is about to die. Lastly, Ming He said that his superpower isn't a blue rank. Ming He knows that the doctor has the ability to regenerate his body parts, but every punch landed on Dr. Zhao left a mark on his body, which is a total of 49 punches. Ming He then uses his ultimate move called the Star-Marked Galactic Fist. Ming He jumps towards Dr. Zhao with blue fists in the sky that are going towards him. Dr. Zhao thinks of the ultimate move, which is a Violet Soul rank power. Dr. Zhao says that he is part of the Heavenly Sovereignty Organization, and how could he lose to such a lowlife that wasn't even accepted into the Superhuman Institute? The ultimate move lands on Dr. Zhao, which caused an explosion that had a gust of wind going all the way up to the others. Ming He knows that his power is insignificant at the moment, but it was still greater than the evil bastard Dr. Zhao. Thank you all for watching, and if you want more, leave a comment down below.